Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning, and I am reading this book yet. I'm still reading the book. It is literally opening my eyes. It really is. It really is opening up my eyes. When I was getting my associate's degree, and I was going for my business degree, that was a varsity to begin with. But anyway, long story short, I was reading that African Americans were not slaves. They were helpers on farms or plantations, whatever, because you have different classes of I hate saying it, but human beings. You have different classes of human beings. The filthy rich, all the way down to the you're wearing garbage for clothes. Some aren't even wearing clothes. They're wearing whatever they can find to cover up parts of their body that, hate, disgust, and what's the other word that I was looking for? It's not being blind, oblivious. The colonists had been unable to enslave the native population on its own turf and believed themselves to have solved the labor problem with the Africans they imported. With little further use for the original inhabitants, the colonists began to exile them from their ancestral lands and from the emerging caste system. This left Africans firmly at the bottom, and by the late 1600s, Africans were not merely slaves, they were hostages, subjected to unspeakable tortures that their captors documented without remorse. And there was no one on the planet willing to pay a ransom for their rescue. Americans are loath to talk about enslavement. And I was wondering what the hell that meant. It simply means is that Americans hate to talk about enslavement. Loathe is another word for hate. In part because what little we know about it goes against our perception of our country as a just enlightened nation, a beacon of democracy for the world. Slavery is commonly dismissed as sad, a dark chapter in the country's history. It is as if the greater the distance we can create between slavery and ourselves, the better to stave off the guilt or shame it induces. Here's another one. Usually when alcoholism or drinking or wine or beer or, to get out of our heads, we usually do that. Hold on. But in the same way that individuals cannot move forward, become whole and healthy, unless they examine the domestic violence they witness as children or the alcoholism that runs in their family, the country cannot become whole until it confronts what was not a chapter in its history, but the basis of its economic and social order for a quarter millennium. Slavery was a country. There's a lot of things we don't like as being who we are, as human beings. When we have a bad day at work, when people piss us off, when they're like, well, what do? We drink. We drink alcohol to escape. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it indifferent? Is it anywhere on the pendulum? Human beings were never going to be perfect. But to create or embed or constitute or instill a value within a realm of understanding and insightfulness, it just, sometimes it really makes me feel bad about, about how badly we treat people. It bothers me. It really does. It's like, this is telling me that, oh, we drink alcohol to escape. We drink alcohol to be oblivious, to forget. It makes us feel good. It makes us get out of our heads. It's kind of like taking drugs at the same time, but the drugs have, a residual effect. So let me continue. Slavery was a part of everyday life, a spectacle that public officials and European visitors to the slaving provinces could not help but comment on with curiosity and revulsion. In a speech in the House of Representatives, a 19th century congressman from Ohio lamented that on the beautiful avenue in front of the Capitol, members of Congress during this session has been compelled to turn aside from their past to permit a coffle of slaves, males and females, chained to each other by their necks to permit a coffle of slaves, males and females, chained to each other by their necks to pass on their way to a national slave market. Okay, here, let's do this. Let's reverse. What about white people? What if black people or African Americans did the same damn thing, but in reverse? What if we were chained? Chained by their necks? Is that right? Yep, chained by their necks. Chained each other by their necks to pass to the national slave market. So instead of whites doing it to black people or African Americans, what about black people do that to white people? Would that send a better message? Would that send a different type of message saying we are equal? That, this book, I give a higher than a 5. I do. Because when I first started going to college, it's like, you know what? This would be a perfect book for February or Black History Month. It would. Because it deals with segregation, very little integration at all. Cast of different groups and populations that homogenize, that are pushed off and segregated. It pisses me off as a white person to begin with, meaning that we swept it under the rug. We didn't want to deal with it. We drank alcohol. We got high. We did the drugs. We did all that shit so that we could escape. No one's perfect. Well, you know what? Fuck that. We should know better. Especially by now. We should know better. Anyhow, that was my spiel for right now. I mean, it's... Wow. The one part about reading any book, I didn't even know what the hell cast meant until yesterday in the live show. And I don't even know who this author is, but honestly, they're a winner of a Pulitzer Prize, author of Warmth of Other Suns. Huh, interesting. I wouldn't mind checking out The Warmth of Other Suns out, because if this draws out the thoughts, feelings, emotions that it does, I could only imagine what the other book would do. Stay tuned for more.
Oh, good morning, everybody. A couple things that I'm actually more than a couple things that I'm reading. I'm reading, you know, the 3 books that I'm reading. Oh Lord, what are God, Lord. Cast, Switch, Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights. Yeah. And if that's not enough, I also have 2 books up by my bedside. That's Ove and Dry. Dry is about I think it's in California, that everyone is in a drought thanks to climate change and thanks to the government not trying to spread a statewide panic. Anyhow, everyone, the water is, it's only supposed to be temporary, right? I think I'm in the 4th chapter right now. It's good. I would give the book 3 flowers right now out of 5, because it's good. It's good. It's good. Ove, I think I'm in third chapter as well. Matthew McConaughey, I'm almost halfway through the book, I think I am. I didn't realize that he was as a foreign exchange student. I didn't know that. You learn things. You learn things about people. Caste system is about basically different groups, homogenized groups, all together. You know, some are better. It seems like the more money you have, the more important you are. Just my perception so far. Just my perception. And my mother used to tell me that if you have more money, though, you're not happy. You're not happy. That's for sure. You're alone. There's no need. None. There's no need. But those are the 5 books that I'm reading. I know, it's a lot. Well, I'm dipping into the books that literally, I mean, what is it? I think I had about, I don't know, 10, at least 10 books that I'm looking at right now. Right now, though, I'm in the fair shade of saying no to Switch, the book where time stops, and it's supposed to be a new clock. And there was a lady on Goodreads, she was saying, well, it gets really good after page 40 or so. And I'm like, really? Okay, I'm gonna give the book another chance. I'm going to read to at least 50 or 60 in the book. And if it doesn't get any better, I'm DNFing it. I really am. And Saturday? Was it Saturday? Yeah. I'm getting into more watching different types of things, including, obviously more reviews on books and stuff. BookTube and so on. I actually watched Music of the Heart on Saturday. At first I was gonna rent it or buy it from Prime, and I got scolded by my mother saying, "You have it, you have it." Yeah, mother, if I have it, where is it? Well, clean your bedroom. So I was cleaning it a little bit, and all of a sudden, what do you know? There was DVDs on one of my nightstands next to my bed, and I was like, take it out, put it on the bed, and sort it. Right there it was, Music of the Heart. So I'm like, cool. Put it all the back, take it to the other room, and watch Music of the Heart. I love. That's one of the movies that I absolutely love. I love so much. It touches your heart. It shares you a great deal of different parts of human life and what decisions you need to make. They're hard at times. Oh gosh, yes they are. But you know what? They're well worth it. They definitely are. I was actually reading more of that book cast. Also Matthew McConaughey. And I will most likely finish Matthew McConaughey cast. And then I'll dive into the other books. As far as my heck, mid-month review is coming up next week. Not this coming week, but next week. It'll be coming up. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. Not mid-month review, mid-month library book haul. Yeah, that's coming up next week. I gotta figure out what I'm doing. Yeah. I keep on wanting to say that's Tuesday, but that's Monday. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope I see you tomorrow. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. I will see you tomorrow. And then I will see you Wednesday for the Hot Topic, Friday for the weekend review, and Saturday for a live show. You enjoy the rest of your day. Stay cool. Stay you. I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, no, it's not Tuesday. It is not Tuesday. Kind of wish it was, but we're wishing our life away, looking for a better day. Anyways, what I'm about to show you is I'm going to try to dissect this in the next couple of days. And another thing I want to do is actually put together a TBR at least once a month. Put together at least a TBR once a month of the books that I own. I do mean that. Yes. The first book that I'm going to mention to you that I want to see about getting into, I'm going to actually put this in a particular order in my other spin, and I'll let you guys know what it's going to be. But anyway, actually this is okay. All right. Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Yeah. A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Caballero. Brittany Caballero. The House of Vesper Sands. Influence. And last but not least, Nimona. This is exactly. This one has high books. But you know what? Those 5 books that I just had are the very end of my library book haul. Believe that one. Yes, I'm very happy about that. Well, good morning. Today is finally Tuesday. Last night, with the help of Goodreads, I only use Goodreads. But anyhow, with the help of Scribed, I got into chapter 20 of Dry. And now I'm in chapter, whoops, hold on, gotta find it. Oh, I don't know what it is. Sit. It's called Snapshot 1 of 2 CH 47D. Chinook? That's what it's called. I'm serious. I wouldn't lie to you. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it's called. Anyhow, I'm on page 222. At this point, I'm wondering if if the tap out of the Dry in California. Sit. Come here. Come here. Sit. Good girl. It's gonna get better. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to read this last page here and see if it does, but I don't know if it would even do anything. That's me for today. Thanks for joining. Come see us tomorrow, and I'll see you later. Have a good day. Good morning, everybody. I'm doing this my usual way. So today is Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day today. It's gonna be a long day. I hope you enjoyed that brief video yesterday that I gave out. Well, which one? Well, the brief one. The one that wasn't almost a half hour long. But there was chapters in it. So, I mean, don't complain to me. If you don't like it, don't watch it, number one. And if you do like it, you can easily skip to the music itself. You know, not the music, but the songs. Well, it's the music too, but the songs in general. Anyway, I got to chapter 5. Yeah, 5 in A Man Called Ove. I'll continue reading it. I like the fact that it's large print. I really do. It's really, really nice. It really is. I watched a little bit of The View. Yesterday's View, that is. I'm surprised Megan is still on The View. Unless she's waiting until the very end of the season. I don't know. I was surprised to see that because not only because, well, basically because she said you'll have me till the end of the month. Like, okay, it's the end of the month and it's already the 4th. It was the 4th yesterday, and I saw her on yesterday's View, and I'm thinking, okay, something's not computing, so I'm guessing she's staying to the end of the season. So, you know, usually usually the end of the season is the end of the month, and they come back swinging shortly after Labor Day. Thinking about putting a new type of theme to my Hot Topics. I wanted to do something different, so I think I'm going to put together something a little bit different than what I've been doing. So I watched, what the hell did I watch? For a little while. Oh, Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman. That's what I watched last night. I actually caught, I actually caught from the time that she gets, not the time she gets picked up, but the time that she gets in the car to the time that she gets to become a princess. In my opinion, Richard Gere in this movie is, yes, he is gorgeous. But then again, isn't he supposed to be? He is a wealthy, not philanthropist, but a billionaire. And he becomes, I imagine he becomes in that movie a philanthropist as well. You know, especially with Vivian's help. You know, I'm sorry, Mr. Lewis, Edward Lewis, along with Vivian. Oh my God. Yeah, so that's what I watched along with reading the rest of Ove. I did practice a little bit last night on the keyboard. I actually practiced, and I was working on the song "The Titanic." You would think, I mean, there is only one person in the globe that sang Titanic. Originally sung the song Titanic. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but you know, My Heart Will Go On. You know, that's what I was playing. My Heart Will Go On. It wasn't Celine Dion. No, it was not. I have no idea who it was, but it was not Celine Dion. No, it was not. It kind of, at first I thought it was because I was playing and I was hearing the singer. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, it sounds similar. But when I really listen closely, it's like, no, that's not her. And I'm thinking, wow, could you not get the rights to her? Anyway, I'll see you Saturday for the live show. You enjoy the rest of your day. Take a little time for yourself. Stay cool. Stay you. And I will see you tomorrow. Love ya. Bye. Hi, everybody. It's a lot later than normal. Today is Friday. I have a wrinkled last shirt, but I was going to get sloppy tonight and record this, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record. Well, I'm gonna record my Friday, and then after this, I'm gonna record film my mid-month library book haul, which, yeah, we're making it for next Friday, but we're doing it tonight, so I can edit it probably tomorrow or something. Anyway, we have a music store in town, and I have not been in that music store since I was, oh my God, a teenager, preteen almost, basically 12, 13 years old, you know, and back then I was learning the flute, the clarinet and then the flute. I wouldn't even think about doing that now with the wind power I have.
So right now I'm settling for piano. Oh, you probably can't see me. There we go. I'll turn on the backlight here too. I was there before and honestly, I forgot to buy the music stand I originally went in there for. Um, what? Before I forget, the upright piano that they have, it's like a little over $700. It's a digital or electric digital piano. Anybody that tells you, oh my God, you literally have to feel those keys. You know, I don't care if it's upright or if it's regular piano or whatnot. Not a keyboard piano. Not a keyboard piano. No. No. Sit. Not a keyboard piano. A regular upright piano that's probably a Casio or something like that, that has the feel. You know, when you do, you know, when you start playing, I was playing a little bit. I was finding middle C and I was playing, uh, you know, C, D, E, F, G, and so on and so forth. And I could not believe, granted, the volume was a little low, and I understand. But my God, for Christmas, what I intend to do, is, I intend to try to find, I'm sorry, the lighting probably sucks. Here, there we go. Is that better? Yeah. I can't look at over here because the light is like that. I gotta get one of those. Exactly. Hold on here. So there we go. Whew, I'm blinded. So, like I said before, I'm going to try like heck to get an upright piano. Oh my God, there's nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. I mean, seriously, an 88 key upright piano. That is what I'm looking for, and cheap. Not big, because it's like, how am I ever going to get into the house? Number one. Number two, how am I ever going to transport it? But the one that I was looking at today at the music store, oh my God, I fell in love. It's like, I mean, when I put my fingers on the keys and it's like, wow, I could tell the difference between a keyboard and an actual piano. I don't care if it was, you know, an electric piano or whatnot, but I could tell the difference. Period. I know. Shut the hell up. So, anyways, moving on. That's my goal. One last final thought. 20 seconds, okay? 20 seconds. When I watch people on YouTube talk about the major feel, you know, and the sound and everything when it comes to a piano versus a keyboard, I know now. I can tell. I can attest to that. I really can. Before it's like, oh, okay, I really don't know. But now, yes, rest assured, yes. Moving on. Okay. A book called Ove, or I can't pronounce the guy that pronounces his name, but anyhow, I took that back to the library. I'm giving that book a 5. Oh my God, that makes me, I mean, it does, I mean, you go back to your childhood, you go back, you start feeling for this man, you know, and his life. He's a tired old man. It sounds like he was pushed out from his job that he did. It sounds like he was pushed out big time. And it's like, God, you start feeling for this man. In the beginning of the book, I laugh my ass. I'd rather listen to it than actually read it, and I'm laughing my ass off. It's like, I mean, have you ever been in a situation where uh, you're helping an elderly gentleman with, I don't care what product it is that, in the store, and it's like, you just want to, oh, don't you get it? Does it work? Is it a computer? I couldn't stop laughing. It's like, I think we've all been there. We love elderly. We love the elderly. It's just a different time, it really is. So the book itself, I give it a 5. I'd give it plus 5 stars. I really would, because that book, oh my gosh, they really should make a movie about Ove, or Uve. I don't know how to pronounce his name the right way, but that one guy, the father of the father, the narrator, it sounds a lot like the father in Juno. Now I'll put him right up here, if I can find him. Oh my god, amazing! Along with Switch, I can't. I'm like, no. I'm sorry, but no. There's too many books. There's too many books to even fathom. Literally, no, no. Last but not least, I'm keeping Matthew McConaughey green light. I'm continuing on with him until I get him done. What else is cast as well? Same thing. Same thing. But anyhow, that's my Friday. The one thing I forgot, oddly enough, at the music store, the one thing that I was wanting to pick up was a music stand. I think I told you that, but I don't remember. That's the problem with old age. You tend to forget. The thing about it is, I didn't realize I forgot it until it was like I was halfway home. It's like, and I'm like, fudge. And I said that. I said fudge. I did not say, no, I did not. Anyways, that was my Friday. And we came back home. I had sushi. My baby girl had her treats. And I took a nap. And now tonight I'll be watching 911 with Angela Bassett in it. Because honestly, between that one and Lone Star, there's no comparison. 911 with Angela Bassett. That's it. It's like, girl, yes. And I woke up to it, and it was like, I took Cat outside, Yeah, I took her outside, and I came back in, and the original 911 operator was talking with the new 911 operator, and there was a train. She was in a train. The old 911 operator was on a train, and it was derailed. And the new 911 operator was saying, how do you know this? How do you know this? How do you know how to report like this? It sounds like you've done this before. She says, I have done it before. And then it cuts. And I'm like, oh my god. And then, of course, guess what? There's the 4th season. It's like, oh my god. Bring that back. Please. Please. So, anyways, I'm going to watch that season 3 and season 4 this weekend, along with everything else I'm doing. But anyhow, this is getting up to 12 minutes already. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. It's after 5 now, my time, Central. I will see you tomorrow morning for my live show. I have no idea what the hell we're going to be doing. I don't know. So, you have a great day. See you tomorrow. Take a little time for yourself. Stay cool. Stay you. And I'll see you next week. Love ya. Bye.